Welcome to Mindset Monday, where we don't play nice with your excuses. This is the Bad Influence podcast, the one they warned you about. I'm Bjordan Banderas, and I'm not here to cuddle you. I'm here to remind you that your mind isn't broken. It's just waiting for its rightful owner to show the hell up. If you've been living on autopilot, comparing, scrolling, second guessing every move you make, this one's for you. Because somewhere along the line, you stopped living and started performing. And the scariest part? You didn't even notice when the switch flipped. You just woke up one day and your life looked more like a feed than a future. So, let me ask you something that will sting a little. Whose life are you actually living? Yours? Or just a beautifully filtered collage of everyone else's highlight reel? You scroll long enough and the line starts to blur. Their dream car becomes your goal. Their relationship becomes your standard. Their success becomes your mirror. And before you even realize it, your compass isn't yours anymore. It's public property. The world whispers what to chase. And you start running without asking where the hell you're going. I remember the day I woke up and realized my dream world wasn't mine. The house, my uncle's dream. The car, my friend's obsession. The lifestyle, Instagram's suggestion. Not mine. None of it. I wasn't inspired. I was programmed. And when that hit me, it felt like the air got ripped out of the room. Because I built my life like a collage, cut and paste streams from strangers. But the glue was validation. And validation doesn't hold. No, it doesn't. You ever feel that silence after scrolling too long? That quiet ache in your chest when the screen goes black? That's not boredom. That's your soul asking, when do we start living again? This, to me, is a sickness. Yes, the sickness of being separated from yourself. It's not depression. It's disconnection. It's when you've traded your own voice for someone else's noise. And that's what the scroll does best. It hypnotizes you into believing attention equals existence. That being seen is the same as being alive, but it's not. Being seen isn't living. It's performing. It's survival in drag, applause instead of purpose. Think about it. Just think about it. I used to measure my worth by how my content performed. If the post flopped, I questioned my purpose. If it blew up, I thought I mattered. But neither version was real. Both were borrowed. Because when your self-worth depends on strangers, your peace will always be rented. I know, I blew your mind right now. And you know who profits from that? Everyone. Absolutely everyone but you. Your distraction pays their bills. Your anxiety funds their engagement metrics. Your doubt keeps you clicking while your destiny starves. There's a $1 billion industry praying you never look up long enough to see the chains you're scrolling with. You think you're inspired, but you're being harvested. Every motivational post is a commercial with a halo on it. Every quote page is a fisherman with better bait. And you're just swimming, mistaking the net for the ocean. Oh, think about it. Just think about it. So I made a rule. I create before I consume. If I haven't built something real today, I don't earn the right to scroll. Because creation is clarity. Consumption without purpose is decay. Inspiration doesn't come from what you absorb. It comes from what you express. Here's the truth. Most people don't want meaning. No, they don't. They want noise because silence forces confrontation, and confrontation reveals what you've been running from. That's why the 2 a.m. scroll hits different. So picture this. You're lying there, lights off, face lit by your phone. Your thumb moves without thought. Hypnotized. Faces, vacations, perfect lives, perfect smiles. And suddenly, that familiar whisper. You're behind. You're late. You're not enough. It's subtle. It's poisonous. And you believe it because you've been taught to. You've been trained to measure your progress by pixels. And every scroll deepens the hypnosis. Alan Watts once said, "We eat the menu and wonder why we're still hungry." That's what you're doing. You're licking the photos of life instead of tasting it. You're memorizing the recipe instead of cooking the damn meal. You're mistaking proximity for progress. You're mistaking content for connection. And you wonder why your soul feels malnourished. But here's the shift. The scroll isn't the enemy. No, it is not. The phone isn't the villain. No, it is not. The problem is you forgot who's holding it. You forgot the feed is supposed to be a tool, not a temple. You forgot your life happens in motion, not pixels. The algorithm doesn't know your purpose, but it sure knows your weakness. Every time you scroll without intention, you're trading time for trivia, meaning for mimicry, presence for performance. So I'll ask you again, whose life are you living? The one you chose? Or the one that got advertised to you? Because there's a difference between being influenced and being owned. You can't outsource identity. No, you cannot. You have to build it brick by brick. In silence, in sweat, in the small moments nobody sees. You have to let your own voice get louder than the noise. You have to get bored enough to find yourself again. And when you do, everything changes. The air gets quieter. The fog clears. The world doesn't shrink, but the noise does. You stop chasing and you start creating. You stop performing and you start living. You stop scrolling and your soul finally exhales. And that's a good feeling, let me tell you. When your soul finally exhales, it feels like, I don't know, magic, like you're a new person, like you're finally alive. Because peace doesn't live in the spotlight. It lives in airplane mode. It lives in silence before sunrise. In the notebook nobody reads. In the promise you keep when nobody's watching. That's where your real self hides. Not online, but in motion. So, unplug for a week. Let the noise starve. Watch what survives when the signal dies. Health, craft, love, focus. That's the real feed. The one that doesn't need Wi-Fi to stay alive. If your name disappeared tomorrow, would you still know who you are? Good question. If nobody clapped, liked, followed, or watched, would your work still matter? If the answer is yes, you're finally free. If it's no, you've got work to do. So here's your blueprint. Anchor your mornings in silence. Create before you consume. Cross out borrowed dreams and write your own. Choose habits that outlast applause. Feed your focus more than your feed. Protect your attention like it's oxygen, because it is. Your life doesn't begin when they notice. It begins when you do. So grab the damn pen. Rewrite the script. Build something real. Because the world doesn't need another recycled highlight reel. It needs the raw, unfiltered, unedited, unscrolled version of you. The one who lives off truth, not validation. The one who's awake. The one who finally chose to live their own life. Remember, the choice is yours. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. Until next time, think sharper, live louder, and never fucking settle. Have a great day.